guys, you're listening to Andreas Talks Art.
All right, so welcome to the podcast. You were out there teaching snowboarding.
Yeah.
Because, is there, a way to snowboard? Is there, you should snowboard this way?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And it works better this way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So would you say the same for, art? You can just teach art like that? Art is, you should do it this way. And,
yeah.
Did you find that of value in school?
In art school.
Thinking about it from teaching snowboarding, being a teacher and then reflecting on being a student.
Yeah. There's certain, one class specific, first year was, color theory. And that was a really fucking cool class.
Ones I've taken.
And just, really, seeing how colors work together. I feel like there's, definitely, some basics. And that was the thing about snowboarding. Is that, there's basics. And then once you learn off that, you can branch out wherever. But, there's, I feel like there's basics to everything.
Yeah.
Because, art being, a visual medium and, colors are a lot of visual. Maybe all, I don't know. Yeah, colors are, they're visual. Yeah, they are. That's all they are is visual. So, something like that, or I don't know what else would be something so basic with art, composition maybe, but I don't know. But I feel like colors are something.
Yeah, just all the basic principles by themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. But then learning art, that's just I feel like that's the craft of art, So that's not inherently art, but just because you know that doesn't mean you know art. That's just understanding this craft, but that's not really what art is, I don't think. I don't know. I feel like craft and art are very different. They're two totally separate things, but they always go together. But it's when you practice drawing a portrait over and over, that becomes the craft, just making this portrait. But then art is when you mix it with this and imaginative idea, this creative expression. Yeah, that's what art is, and then everything else is just the craft that allows you to make the art.
So where does the craft come from? Do you think the craft is do you have to learn the craft, or do you think the craft kind of
I feel
what I'm trying to get at is the talent question.
Oh,
right. Do you just have talent, or is talent learned?
Yeah, I feel the craft is definitely something
that is basically practice. The craft.
Yeah, that is
it's interchangeable to me, probably.
Interchangeable to what?
Talent.
Oh yeah, yeah, something you have to work on and grow your skill, but then the art, maybe you can work. I don't know. I wonder if that's something you can can you work on that too? Is that a skill
Well, can creativity be taught? That's what I was going to end that with. Can you teach creativity? Is it because I don't, I don't know this. I think you had a class.
No way.
Maybe not. Okay.
Can creativity be taught?
Right. So the talent thing, is talent learned? Whatever. You've heard that question, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I don't think so.
No.
Wait. No, I do think so.
Oh yeah. Well, I agree with you.
Of course. It
is learned.
Yeah. Okay. It's learned. Yes. Yeah. Well, there is those special cases probably where these people are just born with this skill to they just are good at mastering this thing, but they still have to put the time into that.
Yeah, I feel everyone still learns.
Yeah, you're not just good at the piano. You gotta fucking practice.
Yeah. I mean, we're born not knowing how to do shit. That's the thing.
Born not knowing what
not how to talk, not how to walk. You know how you can't right. Of course you can't know how to play the piano.
So then, yeah, you can teach technique, but then so you can teach someone to paint a Bob Ross. That's what Bob Ross does.
Yeah.
Can you teach someone to paint an abstract piece.
Can you teach someone to conceptualize
Yeah,
their
to
own
think
Bob
about
Ross landscape?
Oh.
Or like, that's I am very like in the middle here. Like I think the natural creativity is separate from, like, entirely separate from the skill craft learned component. Like, I think you can have people who have that some sort of natural predisposition, or some, even if it's like a series of life events that like somehow sets you up for like just having like talent. And I don't know. And then you have others who might not have that predisposition, who are going to have to work on honing that skill craft. But then that creative component of like your ability to come up with unique concepts and ideas is separate from being able to like portray it skillfully, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I don't think there's like, I don't know. It might be like 50-50. For some people it's going to be more or less. Yeah. But I think it's equal, pretty much generally equally both.
You think
having something within you and or having some learned experiences that aren't necessarily learning the craft. And then being able to apply techniques and skill and knowledge.
I think it more comes down to like interest.
I mean, yeah, that's a huge factor as well, for sure.
Desire.
Like, there is potential.
Like,
every person has great artist potential in them. It's the path of like how they're gonna get there, and what would it take to get them there. That's gonna be super different for everyone.
Well, if we're gonna backtrack a little bit, I think you could possibly teach creativity with psychedelics.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that might be one of the only ways.
One of the only ways.
How else would you? I've thought about this before. I don't know. Exactly.
I don't know. I guess I don't know.
That's one of the things that kind of has opened my mind and taught me creative things.
Yeah. I don't know. The only other is just from like exploring. Like, that's where all like creativity I feel like really comes from. It's just exploring.
Maybe you can teach creativity to someone who wants to be taught creativity.
Yeah.
You can teach creativity to someone.
Yeah, like psychedelics open you up to it.
Yeah.
If you have an open mind.
Yeah.
But
only if.
Yeah. Because I had this one art class where it was like very like just centered around like exploring and experimental art, and we had to like do like one project where we had to create a piece with like everything but our hands, and like do a whole video of it, and like and like it was literally like there was like no grades in how good you. It was literally just like about doing like weird shit, like but like things like that, or like I feel like I know like definitely like times when like we've all been like doing art together, like, and you just like experience like, or you're like using wax for the first time, like I don't know, maybe that's like a way, like just like trying shit, like weird shit, like that you wouldn't think of, just pushing you like outside of like your normal. That's like a lot of, I've always like found creativity in that when I've been like pushed outside of like the norm, or like put in weird.
Yeah, or pushed by like other people.
Weird scenarios. Yeah, people fucking up your shit.
Thanks for listening. Share this with your friends if you liked it. And don't forget to be cool. Peace out.